We're out here. This is the field where the magic happens.
Benning Bites with Damon Benning. Benning Bites with Damon Benning.
Benning Bites, we are back on a Monday. Fantastic show this morning. A lot going on. Catching up from the weekend. Give my main man, Ravi Lula, a follow. That's R-A-V-I. That's one of the first L's, then two later on. You should be able to get it that way. You just punch it on in. Anyway, lot going on. Appreciate you being a part of what we do. ESPN Tri-Cities, ESPN 590. Woo. Apple, Google, Spotify, TuneIn, Facebook. Like, we've got you covered all over across the state. Fascinating discussion. We should have left Sipple a little more time because as we were talking with Steven, we Nebraska with 15 offers in the last two camps, weekends of camps between Houston, or the Texas area, and the Metroplex area, and Lincoln with Matt Rhule camps. And I'm just saying, that's a lot. And the question it begs, I'm curious to get your fine folks' thoughts. Hit us up tomorrow, 888-638-4876. When do you think we went from, needing the game day experience? Remember when we used to go back and forth over the start times for games and, can we get recruits in at this time? And, what was going on with the football schedule. And if we could just get them on campus to see what Lincoln's like, then that's when we can close. And it doesn't seem like we have those conversations anymore, and it wasn't that long ago. So I'm going to need you guys to refresh my memory on when that happened, and then why do you think happened? It's not, and Ravi asked a good question, it's not just the calendar, right? It's not just simply, June has become such an important month. Why, though? Because I think Coach Rhule has said a couple of 2-3 different things. Number one, he wasn't super happy about the amount of time that he got to spend with recruits on a game day, right? He wants to get to know and kind of get in there and hang out a little bit. Number two, he didn't really feel like the game day experience was an accurate experience from what students are kind of going to go through. And it's such a quick turnaround if you play on a Friday night to get you in on a game day. You're kind of rushed, and then you're probably flying out on sometime on Sunday. So to get 2 full days as opposed to 4 hours and then or 5 hours and then 4 hours maybe the next day on a Sunday, it's got to be advantageous somehow, right? Because we're starting to see all these OVs in June. And I get it, right? The calendar is part of it, but some of it is a philosophical change as well in terms of the level of importance. We've seen it firsthand where they really try to create. Now, you're not going to get 90,000 in Memorial Stadium, but with the videos, the walkthroughs, the game day experience is tried. They do try to simulate it to some degree, but I think the time spent with the recruits is really the key thing. Like, just attention to detail and undivided attention. It is so well thought out, whether it's Genta or Keith Williams or Avery Gossett or Dr. Elza or Ryan Callahan, just the whole team being on the same page and having it be so well oiled for when they do get those guys on campus has been pretty fantastic. And then the other thing is, how about the offers that come out of camps where they have to be high quality, high instructional kind of camps where you know exactly what it is that you're trying to accomplish and what you want to look at if you're going to offer after those camps. And that's starting to happen. So if you're a camper and you perform well, or you're going to perform well, why wouldn't you want to be in attendance if they're going to put their money where their mouth is as a coaching staff? They're always talking about they want eyeballs on you. They want to be able to see you. One of the best ways to kind of lock up the state and the surrounding areas is to see kids multiple times at different ages. And we've seen some early offers in 2026, 2025. We've got some 2027s. Like, they trust their eyeballs. You have to ask yourself, when did the shift start? And what was the philosophy? What is the philosophy? Is there just that much trust in the development and their eye for talent? Smart Money says that answer is yes. But we'll know a lot more after this season and the next season as we continue to watch some of this development as more young folks are starting to say yes. It's another episode of Benning Bites.